Ever wondered how to learn chess but didn't know where to start? Today, you will understand the basics of this intriguing game. Let's begin with the chessboard, the battlefield of wits and strategy. It's a square grid with 64 squares, alternating between light and dark colors. Now let's meet the warriors. Each player has 16 pieces, each with its unique role and movement. The king, the most valuable piece, moves one square in any direction. The queen, the powerhouse, can move any number of squares along a rank, file, or diagonal. The rooks, the towers of defense, move any number of squares along a rank or file. The knights, the agile jumpers, move to any square not on the same rank, file, or diagonal. The bishops, the long-distance runners, move diagonally. And the pawns, the foot soldiers, move forward but capture diagonally. Now that you grasp the chessboard and pieces, it's time to understand how a game starts. Setting up the chessboard correctly is the first step towards a successful game. The chessboard is your battlefield, and each piece, a soldier with a role to play. The board consists of 64 squares, half light, half dark, and is placed between the players in a way that the lower right square is light. Starting from the left, the rooks take their place on the corners, followed by knights next to them. Bishops are then placed next to the knights. The remaining squares in the first row are for the king and queen. The queen takes her spot on her own color, meaning the white queen on a white square and the black queen on a black square. The king settles beside her. The second row is filled entirely with pawns, the foot soldiers of your chess army. The correct setup is essential for a fair and enjoyable game, giving each player an equal start. With the chessboard ready, you're all set to dive into the rules of the game. The rules of chess, while seemingly complex, can be understood easily with a bit of practice. Let's dive into it. Each piece has a unique way of moving. The king moves one square in any direction, while the queen can move any number of squares along a rank, file, or diagonal. The rook moves any number of squares along a rank or file, and the bishop any number of squares diagonally. The knight moves to any square not on the same rank, file, or diagonal as its current position, in an L shape. The pawn moves forward one square but captures diagonally. The objective? To trap your opponent's king in a situation known as checkmate. There's also the concept of check, where the king is under immediate threat, and stalemate, a draw where the player is not in check but has no legal moves. Knowing the rules is the foundation of chess, but strategy is the key to mastering it. Chess is a game of tactics and strategy, where every move counts. Let's delve into the world of basic chess strategies. It all begins with the opening moves. They set the tone for the game and can influence the outcome significantly. A strong opening puts you in a position of power, allowing you to control the game's flow. Next, let's talk about the center of the board. The center is the heart of the battlefield, and controlling it gives you a broader range of options and allows your pieces to reach more squares quickly. Now the king is your most valuable piece. Protecting it is thus of utmost importance. Use your pawns and other pieces to create a safe space for your king. Lastly, develop your pieces early in the game. This means moving your knights and bishops into active positions where they can attack or defend against the opponent's moves. Mastering these strategies will give you an edge in your games. But remember, practice is paramount. As with any skill, practice is integral to improving your chess game. This game of strategy and mind power thrives on the principle of learning through doing. Online chess platforms provide an excellent space for honing your skills against players from around the world, at any time of the day. Joining local chess clubs can give you the opportunity to learn from experienced players and participate in tournaments to test your strategies. Don't underestimate the value of a friendly game with family or friends either. These casual matches can often provide the most valuable learning experiences. Analyzing past games is also an effective way to learn from your mistakes and improve your strategies. Look for patterns, identify your weak spots, and consider different approaches to enhance your game. So, are you ready to embrace the challenge? Start your chess journey today, and you'll be surprised at how quickly you improve.